going to show you how much cookie dough is left. Now we only did 1 tray of cookies. So we've got some cookies for everybody to eat. And now there's all this leftover dough. And assuming you don't just want to wrap it up in some saran wrap and put it in your fridge so that you can eat it late at night, you can make a cookie, 1 big cookie out of the remaining dough. I'm just going to press it with my hands into a shape. When I'm pressing this out, it's a big cookie, so it's going to take some time for it to warm up. And what's going to happen is it's going to tend to spread a little bit more than our big cookies do. So when you're making the cookie, you want to form a little bit of a lip around the edge because it's going to melt out and then it'll be the same thickness as the rest of the cookie is. So something kind of like that. Any indentations that you make, you always need to make a little bit more exaggerated because as the cookie bakes, that'll fill in. So something like this will be really exaggerated. That might look a little funny, but it'll bake out just fine. I'm going to show you that. Different perspective here. That's a little thick. Again, make sure that you've got some even thickness. You want it to cook evenly, especially since it's such a big piece of dough. For a large cookie, I'd expect this to take upwards of 20 minutes. I'm still going to put it in the oven 10 minutes. I'm going to turn it and I'll keep an eye on it from there. Ooh, won't this be fun? Let's take a look at this one real quick. You can see how this is already starting to melt around the edge, even though we put a big lip around there. And this real big indentation is starting to fill in. That's gonna come out just fine. Final bake of our heart-shaped cookie. Here we go. Before I let that cool, I'm just gonna make some minor adjustment there. See that spot filled in real nice when baked. That looks great. Soft in the middle. Now don't be alarmed that it's still a little puffy and a little soft in the middle. There's a lot of mass here and the pan is still hot. This is going to continue to bake on the pan and you don't want it to bake and be crispy. You want it to bake and still be soft inside. So we're going to pull this out now. That took about 20 minutes. I'm going to set that aside and I'm going to show you how to put last minute embellishments on the end. Now that our heart-shaped cookie is baked and cooled, I'm going to show you one way to embellish your cookie. I've taken 1 cup of dark chocolate and 1 cup of white chocolate and placed them in a Ziploc bag. I'm going to microwave them just long enough to warm them up. I'm going to knead them in the bag, cut off the tip, and I'll show you how to finish this up when we come back. Now I've microwaved both of our chocolates. When you microwave them, make sure that you're moving them around inside the microwave so they don't develop any hot spots. That'll burn the chocolate and it'll make it taste bad. So here's the chocolate. I'm just kind of kneading it a little bit. I can feel that there aren't any chunks that aren't melted in it yet. That one's good. I do that too. It makes it a little smoother too. I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut the teeny tiniest little piece off the corner here. Hope that works. There you go. Remember, the size of the cut that you make is really double that because you're cutting both sides of the bag. There we go. That's probably a little bigger than I'm looking for, but I'm going to start with the dark chocolate. Oh, look at that. It almost comes out by itself. I'm going to start with the dark chocolate just because it makes a really nice presentation to finish up with the white chocolate on top. Move quickly, making little zigzags. Kind of looks fancy. There you go. That's enough there. And I'm going to finish it off with the white chocolate. Go. And again, with that paper underneath, my cleanup's going to be really minimal. I'm just going to pull that up and throw it away. Well, I don't know, I might lick the chocolate off of it. There you go, you've got an embellished cookie. If you had sprinkles, you could put sprinkles on there, or candies you could arrange. This would be a good time to do it because the chocolate's wet, and as it dries, it would hold those sprinkles on. They wouldn't fall off as the cookie got moved around. There's your fancy cookie, all made with a cookie mix.